Robert Shelby, Chief of Police for Shelby Township, and welcome to Straight Talk. With me today is our cadet coordinator, Ron Mix. Hi, Ron.
Hey, Chief.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me back.
Thank you. We've discovered in our profession over the last several years that recruitment, hiring, and retention of quality personnel and key personnel is extremely difficult. It's probably the most challenging thing in law enforcement right now is to find good people and get them in the door. We had to think outside the box. We came up with a cadet program here at Shelby Township. We've already transitioned 7 cadets to police officer.
Correct.
I put you in charge of the program. What does the training look like when we bring a new cadet in the door?
Well, it starts with a 29-hour in-house training where it's a classroom atmosphere. We sit them down and we basically go over everything that they're going to handle from a day-to-day perspective, whether it's desk duties, a booking procedure. They assist with booking prisoners and court order fingerprints, applicant fingerprints, taking PBTs, anything that we can assign a cadet to do, we task them with.
Okay, and I think we put our cadet program in about 14 months ago, correct?
I believe it was, right around there, last summer, early.
What do you think of the quality of people that are coming in through the door?
I'd say top notch. We're accomplishing what we set out to accomplish, which was to get the best of the best. We reach out among different colleges and we're finding the brightest, the best, and I think the program is showing itself successful by the patrolmen that have hit the street so far.
Now you have to make a decision sometimes or make a recommendation up the chain of command of who should go to the police academy, and obviously since you're the frontline supervisor, that recommendation that you make goes a long way, especially with me. What are you looking for when you have these cadets on a day-to-day basis, and let's say you have 6 of them on staff, which we do, and 2 have to go to the police academy? How do you decide that? What determining factors do you use in making the recommendation up the chain of command?
Well, I'll kind of put this back on you. You were very clear on what you expected out of me, and it was look for people that are competent and good character. And so kind of under character, we look for people that are very highly motivated and self-managed. And so we're watching how they handle themselves day to day, slow days, busy days, and try to pick out character qualities, good character, honest people, integrity, those kind of qualities. And again, people that we don't have to micromanage on a day-to-day basis, but will pick up the job quickly, show some initiative, and do what they need to do every single day, highly motivated.
And then now you came and told me a few months ago that you're getting several calls from other agencies. What are they asking you?
They're asking from how to start a program. They want what do we do for training. They want all our material. And then we have agencies that already have PSA, police service aid programs or cadet programs in place, okay, and they want to know how to improve theirs. So we very quickly became an agency that has been successful in our program, and other agencies want to know what we're doing to be successful.
Back in the day, I'd say back 20, 25, 30 years ago, we could put a sign in the door, help wanted, and have hundreds of guys lining up trying to get in the door. Those days are long gone. I don't know what happened, but maybe everyone wants to go to college and get very high-paying jobs or whatever. But the bottom line is law enforcement does not have that allure like it used to. So we had to think outside the box to recruit people, get them in the door. We're getting people that are very young. Actually, Stacy made a comment to me like these kids are really, really young. How is it working with the younger generation now compared to them? You've been around a long time. You've been around 16, 17 years around the police station. And we've never had a group of young people in the door like this before, have we?
No. Very young. And like anything, it comes with challenges, and you just got to adapt and adjust. And so you learn how people train and react differently to training, and you kind of take their personalities, and then you just adjust accordingly. So it's whether they're older or younger, you just got to figure out how someone learns and what their strengths are, and then you base your training on that and how you approach it. Everybody learns differently.
We have some film we're going to take a look at right now. Stacy, what do you have for us?
We try and do our best to help with everything that the department needs. It's part of being a cadet is realizing that, there's a lot of different stuff that goes into police work, and it's not always just the guys that you see on the road and, handling traffic stops. There's a lot that goes behind the scenes, and, there's a lot of good people here that do all the work that goes into behind the scenes work for them. So, the cadets, we're just trying to do our part and help out as much as we can, make things easy on officers, and we get stuff at the desk that we can't take, that an officer needs to take. A lot of times we'll, we'll get paperwork ready for them and, go into the, make sure everything's all ready to go so that when they get there, we're just, they're ready to take the report and get as much information as they can. It goes down to the little things and trying to help out as best as we can. So that way it'll just pull up those reports from that time frame. So day-to-day basis, when you first get here in the morning, one of the big things that we do to help out, a little bit of station maintenance. So we'll grab the some of our keys here, and we'll go through. We have our cadet duty checklist. So it kind of shows some of the things that we're trying to keep up on and keep help out with. So this isn't an extensive list. It's just stuff to kind of keep us busy. What's going on? Just checking in, see if you guys need anything. We check in with our dispatchers and talk to them. So, sometimes they need some help, or they need something. You make sure that they need anything, and like I said, we're just trying to make sure that everything's kept up in the station, and everybody needs what they need. So, oftentimes we'll go back into admin and we'll talk to the admin's secretaries and see if they need any help. Like I said, we're just trying to keep everybody happy and make sure that everybody has what they need. We're, kind of trying to make the flow of everything go easier. At the desk, primarily, it's, we'll sit and we'll wait, when citizens come up. It's just assisting citizens the best possible way. So, whether it's taking a report for them or seeing if they need to talk to an officer or, what the best case scenario, and a lot of people don't realize, how helpful it can be to have a cadet there to, kind of get a feel for the situation and see what's going on. Oftentimes, it's stuff that we can handle. Stop all contact. You guys are going through some civil stuff. Leave that in the courtroom. Let your lawyers handle it. His lawyer can talk to your lawyer. You guys should have no more contact between each other. With you and his. There's a lot of times where an officer does need to come in and give further assistance, but we try and do our best to, before we got here, heard from a lot of officers that they had, they would always get called into the front desk to handle reports and handle stuff that, could have easily been handled by, a civilian employee. So, that's what we do. A big part of what we do is just, handling some of the overflow stuff and making sure that the officers can stay on the road and, be visible in the public. And we're given, great, tools to succeed here, all the way down from the chief, all the way down to, the fleet coordinator, Ron Mix, who's our first go-to boss. He's kind of taken over the reins as cadet coordinator and handled all the stuff, that, the day-to-day of the cadet program.
And our time again, 9 a.m. And you'll have 2 units because you have 2 parties involved in the crash.
Yeah, that's kind of a quick way to do it. So with those accidents, you got to be careful if it's a single car accident. It's a big thing for us, coming out of school and a lot of different backgrounds to be given this opportunity. Most other departments won't give you that kind of opportunity to, to kind of do the job and get to experience some things that you don't normally get to experience.
And then this again will be all the vehicle
Other places
information,
it'll
some of
be
the tailing
stuff
things, all you
like,
would do is put the plate in and
an
find.
intern or something like that, but we're given just a little bit more responsibility.
Correct.
There's some
Yep.
departments that
There's
have
always gonna be
police service
off-road
aides or
because
cadets
it's
that
a
are basically
private
secretaries that don't really get to do a whole lot. So for us to be able to do stuff and take police reports and, ride along with officers, it's really helpful, especially when you get to ride with an FTO, when one day you're going to be with that FTO as a training officer. You do get to pick their brain a little bit in a more comfortable, relaxed setting where it's not so much, they're not grading you and training you, they're just kind of giving you some tips, and then one day when you are their trainer, or their trainee and you're training with them, you just get to really experience, a little bit more, and you're more experienced, you get to learn from people and, build rapport with people in the department. You guys need anything? Just checking in. The people here are great. The leadership is fantastic. All the way, like I said, from the chief all the way down, the deputy chief, the captain, all the lieutenants. Everybody's very helpful. Everybody's very understanding. They're, willing to work, and you see that, and it makes you, when you've got your top tier, members of the department going out there and putting in work every day, it really makes you feel, as a cadet, as the lower on the food chain, just hungry to work and, do well and impress everybody. And, it was just, it was fantastic to, learn from people and get to experience all the stuff that we get to experience here.
So Ron, what do we do with our cadets after we're done with them and we've selected them to go to the police academy? Walk me through the next steps.
Once they're selected to go to the police academy, of course, they gotta complete the academy and do well on their own. And truth be told, after that, I've kind of become hands off. They are now in the FTO program, and they got to complete the FTO program just as anybody would if we hired a certified officer, and they got to make it happen from there.
So we get them into the police academy, 16, 17 weeks. They go through it. They have to pass a bunch of different standards and tests. And then we get them back and they go into our FTO program, right?
Correct.
And they have 4 phases. I think that's like 16 weeks, something like that. After that, they hit the ground on their own. ShelbyTV rode with a couple of our brand new officers right out of the police academy, Officer Hanser and Van Thom. Those are 2 of our best. I actually selected them myself to ride with ShelbyTV. They're out every day. They're hard chargers. They fit in like they're 20-year veterans. They have a lot to learn. I don't want them to think they're 20-year veterans, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? They're still young, and there's still a ton of pitfalls out there on the road. But obviously, I'm very proud of both of them, as I am all of our staff, especially our young people that we've hired. Ron, what do you think when you see these young kids walk around the station that you trained as cadets, and now you're walking around seeing them in the station in blue, and you know that they're getting recognized by myself and different command officers for doing a great job? How does that make you feel?
Oh, it's a great feeling when I go and watch them get sworn in. I feel a sense of pride. It's exciting, it's fun, and it's a great privilege, and I honestly can say that, to be part of that. A small part. I feel like I'm a small part of that. And then to see them go on the road and be successful, not just make it, but be successful, is completely gratifying. So it's great. I love the opportunity.
Let's take a look at 2 of our newest officers, Officer Van Thom and Officer Hanser, on the road.
I've always wanted to be a police officer. My family has a business, and I love the family business. I'm super proud of everything, but there was always a part of me that I always wanted to be a police officer. So when I was 19, I started working as a cadet somewhere else, and then I went to school and became a cadet over here. But I've always wanted to be since I was a kid. So they told me I was gonna be promoted, and they were sending me through to the academy from the cadet program. I was super excited. They were generously paid for my academy and sent me through, which is a big deal. A lot of departments don't do that, so when Shelby Township decided that they were going to do that for not only me, but 2 other people, it was a big deal. And I was super excited, and not only excited, but I was honored that they chose me. So my big thing is I don't want to let them down, and I want to go out there every day and work hard and, make a difference out there.
Hi, did you call?
There's something different every single day. You don't come across the same thing twice, and it's always exciting. It's always fun. The stories and the people you come across, it's just a very exciting job. There's no other job like it. Which the repairman just randomly calls and say, hey, you need a random update on, and then sends them downstairs to turn off, and is there.
Shocking. Okay.
Yeah. But he says he didn't take
Repairman has
anything.
priors for narcotic issues? Or no?
They don't even know his last name, so I have nothing on him, just
Got
a
it.
name. And I know that if I have a question with anything, being brand new too, I can go and ask anybody a question. The cadet program gets a lot of young people experience for the job. Otherwise, there's really no other way for someone that wants to go into law enforcement to get like that hands-on experience that they want. You get to go on ride-alongs, you get to deal with people, fingerprint people, write reports.
121 dispatch.
It's a good experience just to get that experience. I think more women should join law enforcement because there's always a need for a female officer. There's some things that you come across that there's a female victim and she wants to be heard by you know, another female, because it's kind of like more understanding, you know, if it's something embarrassing or, you know, something sensitive matter, it's just easier to talk to another female. Everyone here has such great morale. Everyone is so excited to come to work and to get work done. Can you run my suspect for me? But it all starts at the top. We have a great chief, and then great deputy chief, great captain, and everyone's so ambitious, and that's the thing I love. I love coming to work. I love, you know, I'm very motivated, and it all starts out from the top, and the whole department's that way. Great morale, and I work with such great people, great officers. We all help out each other. We all have each other's backs.
Ron Mix was the head of the cadet program, and he said that the chief wanted to talk to me in his office, so they brought me in the office, they sat me down, and chief said that they're looking to send me to the academy. They said they liked how I was working and my work ethic, and they thought it'd be a good fit, and I was pleased. I was excited to be going. So I was one of the first cadets to come through. I was part of the first wave. It took care of all the computer work, all the in-house training and stuff like that. So once we got out of the academy and we were going to the road for our FTO program, we already knew all the computer systems, knew most of the township, the roads, the areas and stuff like that. So I think it was a tremendous help. That's a big step forward. Favorite aspects of the job? It's something new every day. I mean, you never know what you're gonna run into during the day. You're never stuck behind a desk. It's a pretty free and fun job because it's always dealing with the unexpected. And you get to go out there and you deal with people at their worst and show them that everything's gonna be all right. You can kind of help them out, and just a positive aspect and a role model. I love it on my own. I'm able to kind of do the work I want to do. I'm young, so I like to go out there and hunt for stuff and try and catch the bad guys. And that's why I chose nights, because there's a lot of stuff that happens in progress at night. So you can be out there trying to catch the bad guys while they're in the act of committing the crime, or driving through the subdivisions at night in the middle of the night, 3, 4 in the morning, trying to catch guys breaking into cars. All different kinds of things you can do at night. I love it.
560 dispatch, 2353, send it to me as well.
I like to run a lot of license plates. By running a license plate on a vehicle, you can get a lot of information. You can tell who's driving, where they live, their driving history, the tickets they've had, any arrests, whether their driver's license is suspended, which usually means they didn't pay a traffic ticket, any warrants they have, or anything like that. So right now I'm trying to catch up to that silver Dodge Ram that's up there. Tuesday, my partner and I were sitting in a parking lot over there, and I checked the license plate of the vehicle, and the driver came back with warrants. However, it was a female driver. This time it's a male driver. So I'm gonna try and catch back up to the vehicle, run the license plate, double check the information that I had from Tuesday, and we'll see if we can get a traffic stop on him. This guy's gonna get out of our way. Yeah, that's gonna be our driver. David, 125 traffic.
125.
Pulling into Spring Hill off of West Utica.
Stay in there.
Hello, sir. How you doing? Do you have your driver's license on you? All right, go ahead and grab it. No guns in the car or anything like that? No. All right. Where are you headed?
Home.
All right. You living here?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you coming from? Sonic? All right. Went over at Hall and Hayes? No? All right. Okay. Arizona, do you have a Michigan ID? No. No? Okay. Is this your vehicle?
Yes.
All right. Do you have the registration insurance for it?
Can I ask why I'm being pulled over?
So I checked your license plate and it shows your license is expired.
Can I ask another question?
Go ahead.
That's the registration.
The insurance is digital. So it's on the cell.
Digital? Okay.
I wasn't doing nothing illegal.
Correct. Nothing illegal. Just your license plate shows the registered owner of the vehicle is a currently expired driver's license. So. Just keep looking for the insurance. I'll be back, all right? Suspended the warrants.
Yeah.
He's got an Arizona ID, so I'm gonna run him verbal.
563-109, you can 22.
Yeah, I recognize the truck. It was a female last time, but as a male, I remember the male had the warrants, so. What? That's what he says. He's showing a Harper Woods address on here, and he gave me an Arizona ID.
Go ahead.
Can I get my number, please?
He's a registered owner, but he has an Arizona ID.
Well, because his license is expired and suspended.
4778. 125 return.
Go ahead.
It's clear 1074.
Go ahead.
Showing expired, suspended, and also has one that's going to be at St. Clair Shores. It's a criminal bench for a DWLS, 8,600 or 10%.
10-4. You're taking the plate.
Negative on the plate.
10-4.
You said he had an Arizona ID?
Yeah.
Did you run him out of Arizona too?
I'm going to.
So you should have told him to run him also out of Arizona.
125 dispatch.
Go ahead.
I don't even see an ops code on here. Can you run the RO out of Arizona also?
03 handle. 10-4.
Want to wait for the return or just get him out? You want to wait for the return?
He's already going no matter what.
Okay. No. All right, Jerome. Can I have you turn off the car and put the keys on the dashboard for me? You can set your phone down too.
125.
Go ahead.
Are you arresting me?
Yes, sir. Your driver's license is currently suspended, and you're showing warrant out of St. Clair Shores, okay?
Only out Arizona form.
10-4. All right, go and step out. Did you know your driver's license was suspended?
I don't have a driver's license.
Okay, how long have you lived here? Go ahead and turn on this car for me. Don't be reaching for stuff. Don't be reaching for stuff.
Keys. You said take the keys out.
Yeah, I'll get them. Just turn around and face the car, okay? Place your hands behind your back. Palms together like you're praying for me. All right, I'll probably have to use 2 cuffs on you, all right? You can let go. You can let go. Let go.
Can I have my daughter come and get the vehicle?
Does she live in the complex?
She does.
Yeah, I'll let you make a phone call. He said he's got enough money to bond. I'm going to call his daughter, see if she can come get the vehicle because we're in the complex. So.
All right, so you're going to have him use the cell phone to call her? Or?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have your father stopped at the entrance of your the complex here. He is getting arrested tonight, okay? He's got a suspended driver's license and a warrant out of St. Clair Shores. However, I am going to allow you to come pick up the vehicle if you're home. Are you home?
Okay, I'm on my way.
All right, we're at the entrance off of West Utica, okay? Make sure you bring your driver's license.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
All right, bye. I feel like a lot of people think that we're just out here to get traffic tickets. We have to meet quotas and certain things like that, and it's not true. There's no quotas we have to meet. There's nothing. We're just out here doing our job. The reason we make so many traffic stops and write so many tickets is more to keep people safe, not really to ruin your life or to bust up your driving record. The things you see on TV and social media, people are always bashing the police, and it's irritating because everyone hates the police until you need them. And once you need them, everyone loves the police. So I wish people would just. It's good here in Shelby. I love it here in Shelby because we don't deal with people who hate us. Everybody here seems to love the police, which is nice. It makes an easy work environment. So I wish people all around were like that, so that we were, I guess, more respected.
One of our 4 pillars of excellence is pride. I take great pride in this program, in the cadet program, and I know you do, Ron, yourself, correct?
Of course.
Recently, we swore in 2 of our new cadets who graduated from the police academy, Officer Nicholas Briggs and Jacob Hoxie.
I state your name.
Brandon Garcia, Nicholas Briggs, Jacob Hoxie.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution
We've put
of
a
the State
cadet
of
program in place early last year. I think it was around April or May, is that about right? And we hired 6 cadets out of the gate. This is a new thing in Macomb County. Not many police departments around the area have a cadet program. And it was a big, tough sell to our union. Our union kind of hemming and hawing about it. They weren't sure if they wanted to do it. And we got it done. And we hired 6 people, 6 young people. And 2 of them today you'll see sworn in after they were cadets for a while, were selected by the police department to go to the police academy, and then graduated the police academy, and they're here today. So I'm very excited about this, as our staff is, about the cadet program.
I will faithfully enforce the laws of federal, state, and local government, and perform the duties of a police officer to the best of my ability. I further swear to obey.
Young officers, make a difference. We're in the people business. Our 4 pillars are professionalism, pride, preparedness, and teamwork. Always remember that. You follow those 4 pillars, you will never have a problem with this police department ever. To me, the most important thing that anyone could ever call someone is a professional, okay? If someone refers to that person and said that person is a professional, you can't get a higher compliment. Maybe you agree, maybe you don't. That's my feelings. So always remember that. Strive towards being called a professional. As far as expectations from the police department, represent yourself, your family, this department, and our profession to the best of your ability. And don't ever embarrass your family name or the name on your patch. Always, always work on improving your God-given talent and skill sets. Out of all 4 of our pillars, each one probably pick out which is the most important to you. To me, it's preparedness, okay? Be prepared mentally and physically at all times for the job you're about to encounter.
I further swear to obey the rules and regulations of the department and carry out all orders directed by my superiors. So help me God. Congratulations.
We went through 18 tough weeks, and just getting that word like you guys are getting sworn in today. Unreal feeling.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah, it's just
very
surreal.
exciting.
You don't. Yeah, it's just a dream coming true. It's kind of hard to, at a loss of words, kind of. It's enjoy the ride, I guess.
The Shelby Township Police Department is committed to excellence. We recognized a while ago that we were struggling with recruiting and hiring key personnel. We put our cadet program in place, and it's become one of the gems of our agency. Ron, what do you think about our future with our cadet program in place?
Well, I think it's looking good, especially the candidates that we're getting. If we can continue producing this quality candidates, I think the department's going to do very well.
As we look to the future, we expect excellence out of our young officers who come up from the cadet program. You've been watching Straight Talk with Robert Shelby. Thank you.